short return games, you understand? Short return games. For the disturbed child, long-lasting games they are not interested in. Short return. They get a, pool, small pool table, table tennis, swimming, I told you, even short-range football. Get what I mean? Just from here to there, you can do it indoor. Then of course, other thing, the bowling alley. You can create a bowling alley in a center and get him to, the aim. He bowls and so many pins fall. So an empathic learning center can have games like that, can have puzzles. So you sit with the child and fit the puzzles. We have a lot of arts and crafts, that's our strength. Our staff is very good at very creative, nice looking arts and crafts. Recently I have been on national television simply because of this simple ministry. I'm not talking academic stuff. If I was giving a lecture on Parkinsonism or epilepsy, there would be many nerve-thrilling, brain-thrilling stuff. This is very simple stuff. But I got onto this because of the problem of children. Ron asked me, why did I get onto this? So I do this very simple stuff. This is not rocket science. But repeatedly telling the same good thing to parents and anybody else. So in our Arts Craft Center, we do a lot of arts. We use music. So when children are passing 8, getting them to play an instrument, best is the guitar. Why? Both hands are involved, and the guitar strings touches the child's fingers better than the keyboards. Understood? But you need to have musically able people, so our Tilini, she's able to teach them guitar or keyboards. They like it. Drums is not a good thing to hyperkinesthetic children. They will get more, They'll do it well, but it won't heal them. You get the point? But the guitar heals them, keyboards are good. We show video for 10 minutes and get them to do what they saw. Let's say Daniel and the lion's den, then they cut up. There are pieces cut up and we make lions. So on this national TV program, I took all these arts and crafts and they were amazed. Whole nation saw this ministry of compassion. It was nothing else, simple thing, but they began to realize this will heal children who are into inattention and impulsivity and hyperactivity. Establish a beachhead. We teach parents to do this at home every day for 1 hour would be excellent, at least half an hour. Do with the children what we did. Because they saw the child quiet for 90 minutes. A child who will not stay still for 5 minutes, quiet for 90 minutes, they attempt it. And they find good results. Of course, every day you don't have to do arts and crafts. You can take child for a swim, do some bicycling. Turn your gymnasium activities to something that you can do with your child. Beach, sand craft, different things, Okay. This is what we tell them. From that beachhead, you can invade and dislodge other digital intruders in your child's life. Prevent ADHD, reverse ADHD without drugs. Prescribe yourself and your time for the child and not drugs or more cartoons. Will you say thank you for that? That's how we need to motivate parents. Power and frontal lobe, I have done this thing how children are getting powerful unnecessarily. Prefrontal cortex, I did it. It's quite technical, functions of the prefrontal cortex. I'm skipping. We get to the banana leaf. Are you there? Page 10. This is not the banana leaf restaurant. When executive action by the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex acting through well-developed frontal lobe pathways plan motor action, there's a start point. Are you following the table? There's a stop point. There are planned steps of 1, 2, 3, 4, logical, mathematical thinking to do something. I'm going quickly because I have explained this to you. Amount of force that is needed. Consideration for others, empathy. If the grandmother is trying to get up from the chair, you will not run over her with bent-in energy. Motivation. Important thing, I didn't mention this. This child who's crawling inside the playpen, you remember that? Gets to the edge of the fence and gets up and he takes a toy. What will he do with that toy? What will he do with that toy? He'll throw it out. You put it back. What will he do? Throw it out. The joy. His end reward pleasure. I want to get to the edge, take this, somehow creep over, throw it out. Excellent. That's what made Einstein, okay? Seriously. Then when the child is older, you don't give a playpen. Half your sitting room, you arrange with sofa, chairs, true to life, natural. Are you listening to me? Increase his space of movement. Again, he has a goal. Get to the edge of the sofa and try to climb over or find a gap or come to the edge and mother is working in the kitchenette or doing whatever. Call her, throw something. Are you listening? The end reward pleasure. Planned action. At the end of it, there's a pleasurable, desirable, good reward. Say with me, good reward. If not, they get into circular thrills that will be damaging at the end of it. They have no sense of end goal reward. This is moral training by simple childhood planned patterns. Got it? Set for the child rewards and pleasures he discovers in his day-to-day activities. This is not rocket science. You can do it. You can do it. So he's drawing something with many colors. His reward is coming back and telling you, look at this. And you say, very good. No giving black stars, only giving gold stars. No giving black stars. Okay? Yeah. Top down, bottom up. I told you planned action is think here, think it through down. Thrill action is suddenly it happens and you do something. We are not into surviving, we are into thriving. We are not in survival mode. We are into planning for success. We teach the child for that. There's a good end reward coming for you. In everything he does, eating, drawing, game, in everything. You understand? Going to sleep on time. I think I must take up that before we finish. Sleep. I have two things I must cover, ELC methodologies and sleep. Where is sleep? There's repetition in the slides, that's okay. Sleep. Beg your pardon? Page 20, yes, I have come to sleep. Now, you might have to write some things down. Sleep is the God-given software program to get the brain ready for next day. I'll dictate it, you write it down. Sleep is a God-given software program to digitally prepare the brain, removing wear and tear of previous day, getting the child ready for the new day. Correct ratio. I thought I had this slide somewhere. Correct ratio of REM, capital REM, REM. Dream sleep. Sleep when you are dreaming. That sleep is, you are sleeping but dreaming. That is called REM, rapid eye movement, REM sleep. I'm sorry, I can't look at the slide. REM sleep. Alternating with non-REM sleep when you don't dream. Child needs this. This dream sleep is the time when this whole day the dendrites have worked. Neurons have branches called dendrites have worked. And they end up with spikes as they responded to various stimuli and you work through the day. That's how it is for you, that's how it is for the child. That's normal. But they have to come down and get ready for next day. During sleep, this software program of God works through all the brain tracts, and these spikes and branches of activity come down. Neurons get back to normal. Normal meaning, get ready for another day. It's normal for neurons to develop spikes, and sleep in adequate proportion and length and quality is needed to get the dendrites and the neurons back to base, to wake up in the morning feeling refreshed. And often you wake up in the morning thinking, I was wrong, shouting at my wife, I must apologize to her. Seriously, what has happened? All the digital dust and grime has been quietened, and you feel refreshed for a new day. Okay? Child also must feel like that. Have you found children sometimes became irritable, crying for nothing, complaining about everything? You wonder what was wrong. His sleep was wrong. What made his sleep wrong? Okay? When he has been watching cartoons or doing digital games, he doesn't enter deep sleep. The stimulation carries through. His dopamine and serotonin is still circulating inside the brain. Come 12:30, you must get your deep sleep. And you must start dreaming. 3 hours of solid deep sleep is necessary. Okay? To get to deep sleep, you must go to sleep at least 2 hours ahead. Okay. All tranquilizers, beginning with diazepam, alters sleep rhythm, reduces REM. All tranquilizers. Not only tranquilizers, even paracetamol has an effect on the brain. Not a bad effect, but what's the effect? Changes the ratio of brain sleep. So now, some time ago, for every little fever, parents were asked to give paracetamol. Now a lot of allergic drugs are given. Most of those allergic drugs act in the brain. So don't drug your child for every simple thing. It alters the sleep pattern. That's why children get up irritable. Their disease is healed, but they're irritable. This is because of the chemicalization of the brain. So give them normal sleep for a long time. Understood? Less chemicals, the better. No cartoons, the better. You get a lot of sleep-disturbed children. They are sleeping, but not in the right proportion. Secondly, when you come to the younger generation, they have become owls. Is owl a bird or a mammal? I have forgotten. Owl is a bird? Bat? Bat is a mammal. Whale? Mammal. Okay, having got that right, lot of young people breaking sleep, thinking, studying in the night is a